Hey guys, we're back with this 2011 Toyota Sienna. This is the one that we worked on earlier. It had a battery draw issue that we fixed. It was drawing about 150 milliamps. After that, gave it back to the customer. The customer, it took about a week and a half, saying that the battery is draining, it's just not charging. So he brought it in. I didn't film that issue, that instance, but he brought it in and I diagnosed the alternator. This is a brand new alternator, and the alternator was bad on this. I think I have some pictures to show, but anyway, we went with a brand new alternator. The battery was an old one. We replaced the battery. This is a different unit. And then he called me back again, and the issue that we have is, hopefully you guys can see this. I hope there's too much glare here, but I'll try to do the best. But I'm inside the vehicle. I'm going to turn it to the on position. You can see that the temperature gauge is not working. The temperature gauge is not working. I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle. I think you stand up. So you could see that after starting the vehicle, stand over here. Yeah. That the ABS light is on. Don't mind this one. This one is just a defective sensor. But the airbag is on, ABS is on, and then we have the steering. The steering is hard. It's very hard on this vehicle. I turned the steering. It's extremely hard. And what else we got? We got the brake light, and we have the skid light. And I'm going to give it some gas. You can see that there's no RPM signal, and the temp gauge is not working. And I asked the customer, I said, can you feel the carpets if you feel the carpets are a little damp? And he said, yes, he does feel the carpets are damp. So what did I do? I took apart the carpets. I took off the seat. You can see the seat is missing. There's a whole bunch of stuff back there that I disconnected. It turns out that there was a major leak happening inside the front cabin. We had to peel back all this carpet here, and the problem was basically, let me just focus on, hopefully you guys can see this, but this is where we had the center console, and right over here, I'm just gonna hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna put my finger there, and you can see that this is wet. So the water was coming not just in the area here, but here. We'll focus here. We have water penetration here, and what this was doing, this was creating a short. And thank God we were able to find the short. The short was within the airbag module, which is right here in the center of the dash. After clearing after removing or disconnecting the airbag module, we have, I'm going to start the car. You can see that what do you call this? The temp gauge is now working. It wasn't working before. And I'm going to start the vehicle. You can see that the RPM gauge works now. We got RPM signal. The airbag light is still on. I'm going to have to investigate that. I hope that module is not bad. If it is, the owner is going to have to get a new module for the airbag. So, if you look here, we got a blockage. All right. We have a blockage. This is the issue. And this was causing the issue. Drain tube. So, if you're having these issues, make sure you check for this. All right, guys, we went to the junkyard. We got a module, another module we installed, and this is going to be hopefully the final fix. I'm going to turn on the ignition from here one more time. Here we get all the lights. This is just a power up, and now I'm going to go ahead and attempt to start the vehicle, and hopefully all these lights should be off. All right, so don't mind the TPMS. We got a bad sensor. I think this is going to be like 100% fixed now. Just to recap, it started from a battery draw. From the battery draw, we went to, let me just give it some gas. RPM works. The temp gauge works. So it was it started from a battery draw. Then it turned out to be a bad alternator, a bad battery. I guess, you know, the battery draw was just draining, and it just somehow was causing havoc all over. The final straw ended up being this carpet, this whole mess here, that you know, we had to dismantle all over this thing and take apart the lower dash, the center console, and finally traced it down. And this is going to be a fix. There's not going to be any more water intrusion issues. But again, until next time, thanks for watching.